If you are hearing these words right now, this moment is not random and it is not late. It has been interrupted on purpose by God to meet you exactly where you are and to let you know you are not forgotten. If something inside you hesitated before staying, that hesitation is not doubt, it is recognition. The part of you that wants to leave already knows this message was not meant to be comfortable. This message is reaching you in the middle of exhaustion you rarely admit, after seasons of trying harder with little to show for it, while days repeat themselves and the future feels heavy and unclear. God sees the quiet pressure you carry, the financial strain you keep calculating, the mental load that never fully shuts off, and the growing doubt that whispers your effort no longer matters. This is not condemnation, and it is not urgency meant to scare you. It is recognition. Heaven is acknowledging how long you have been strong without relief, how often you kept going while feeling stuck in the same place, how deeply you questioned your value when progress slowed and life seemed to pause around you. The stillness you feel right now is not emptiness. It is God creating space to reach you beneath the noise. The Lord is near to all who call on Him, to all who call on Him in truth. Those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. These words are not theory. They are confirmation that your weariness has been seen and your waiting has not been wasted. Hear this clearly and without hesitation. The season of constant strain is ending. The invisible shift has already begun, and what God has been preparing is closer than it appears. What felt like delay is loosening its grip. What felt stagnant is beginning to move, and the weight you have been carrying is not meant to go with you into what comes next. This is not the moment to solve everything. It is the moment to realize you are standing at the edge of change, and what you are about to hear next will activate and confirm what your spirit already knows is unfolding. Chosen one, this moment is not about pressure or threat. It is about protection. This is not imagination. God sees the exhaustion behind your words, the way you explained yourself too many times, the way you shared your hopes just to feel less alone, only to walk away drained, misunderstood, or quietly sabotaged. You were not foolish, you were sincere, and sincerity often speaks before it discerns. The weight you feel now is not fear, it is awareness, and God is drawing you into a sacred narrowing where less noise means more safety. Breathe. This is not a command born from control. It is an invitation into rest, because silence in this season is not absence, it is alignment. You have spoken from a pure place for a long time, carrying vision while still healing, encouraging others while privately breaking, and God has watched how your openness became costly. In returning and rest you shall be saved. In quietness and trust shall be your strength. And he who guards his mouth preserves his soul. These words are not correction, they are confirmation. Think of Hannah in the temple, lips moving without sound, misunderstood by those watching, yet heard clearly by God. And from that quiet surrender came a promise that changed her future. In the same way, what you are carrying now requires concealment, not announcement, because growth is fragile before it is established. Now, hear this. Not every listener deserves access. Not every question needs an answer, and not every smile is alignment. God is filtering your environment by reducing your output, because what is forming within you needs darkness to take root before it sees light. This is not isolation, it is incubation, and you are not withdrawing in fear, you are stepping back in trust. Some people only had access to you because you kept explaining yourself. The temptation to explain will come, the urge to defend will rise, but your restraint is doing more than words ever could. Heaven is working quietly on your behalf, rearranging timing, redirecting outcomes, and shielding what is unfinished. The exhaustion you felt from overexposure is lifting because you are no longer required to make yourself understood. You do not owe clarity to anyone while heaven is still forming the outcome. This is a womb season, not a stage, and what emerges from it will not need explanation. This part is not repeatable. Chosen one, what is unfolding around you right now is delicate, not weak, but sacred, because breakthroughs are not loud at birth, they are protected in stillness. God knows how many times you felt close to change only to watch it slip away. How often excitement turned into disappointment because what was forming inside you was exposed too early. You were not careless, you were hopeful, and hope sometimes speaks before it learns to guard. Pause. Heaven is teaching you that silence is not restraint, it is reverence, and what God is shaping in you needs covering before it needs witnesses. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him, and do not cast your pearls before swine. These words are not warnings meant to shame you, they are shelter meant to keep you safe. Think of Jesus withdrawing to quiet places before every turning point, stepping away from crowds not because he lacked power, but because intimacy preceded impact. In the same way, what is growing in you cannot be rushed into visibility without being weakened. Now hear this, your silence is becoming the soil where miracles take root, where clarity forms without interference, where alignment replaces effort. The unrest you feel when noise surrounds you is not discomfort, it is discernment, awakening, and the pull towards solitude is not isolation, it is invitation. God is not asking you to perform or produce, He is drawing you into presence, because transformation does not happen in chaos. The atmosphere around you matters, your inner space matters, and the quiet you are entering is not emptiness, it is fullness preparing to be revealed. You may feel your senses sharpening, your awareness deepening, your emotions rising and settling in unfamiliar ways, and this is not imagination, it is recalibration. Heaven is adjusting your frequency so you can carry what is coming without fracture. Distraction would dilute this moment, and oversharing would drain its strength, which is why restraint feels necessary now. You are not missing out by stepping back. You are protecting what is being formed. The nights ahead are not ordinary. They are shaping your trajectory, and what God is depositing will not announce itself immediately. It will manifest with precision when the timing is complete. Trust the process without forcing proof, because seeds do not grow faster when exposed, they grow stronger when covered. You are being prepared to hold more than you have ever carried, and preparation happens quietly. Remain centered, remain gentle with yourself, and allow heaven to complete its work without interruption. Stay here, because what comes next will activate and confirm why this stillness has been necessary and unlock what your spirit already senses is almost ready to emerge. Some people will scroll past this and never understand why their life kept repeating. Chosen one, this is not an ordinary moment passing over you. This is a rupture in time where heaven presses into your life and refuses to let you remain trapped in what has been draining you for years. God sees how long you have carried disappointment quietly, how many nights you stayed awake replaying the same worries about money, direction, and whether your effort even mattered, how often you showed strength on the outside while doubting your worth on the inside. This intensity you feel is not anxiety, and it is not imagination. It is recognition, because something is breaking open right now, and your spirit knows it before your mind can catch up. Notice which part of your body reacted first when you heard this. Don't answer it. Just stay with it. What feels like restlessness is the loosening of old restraints. The shaking you feel is not collapse, it is release. And the urgency in your chest is the sound of chains giving way. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. And the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. These words land because they meet you at the exact place where exhaustion and hope collide. Remember the night Israel stood at the edge of the Red Sea, trapped behind and blocked ahead, when fear said there was no way forward, and God opened a path where none existed, not gradually but suddenly, not loudly but decisively. In the same way, what has held you in cycles of delay and limitation is losing its authority right now. Now, hear this. Heaven is interrupting your timeline, severing what repeated itself against your will, and opening a way out that does not require you to strive harder, only to stay present. Many will move through this moment distracted, numb, scrolling past what their spirit was meant to receive, but you are feeling it because you were meant to. This is the night where old loops break, where familiar fear no longer fits, where the future begins to pull harder than the past. You do not need to announce this shift or prove it to anyone, because what God is doing is fragile in its birth and powerful in its completion. Guard your space, guard your heart, guard this moment, not from fear but from dilution, because clarity cannot coexist with constant noise. You have poured out long enough, given long enough, endured long enough, and heaven is not asking you to give more. It is creating space for you to receive. Grace is moving toward you without negotiation. Restoration is not waiting for permission, and what felt unreachable is stepping closer than you expected. This is not fantasy, it is transition, and the intensity you feel is the signal that something irreversible has begun. If you step away now, this recognition may fade before it ever becomes visible. Chosen one, this word meets you at the edge of something holy, not because you finally did everything right, but because heaven decided the waiting has done its work. God has watched you endure quietly while answers stayed delayed, while others moved ahead, while you questioned whether your faith was costing you more than it gave back, and He has not mistaken your silence for surrender. The ache in your chest, the tension in your thoughts, the cautious hope you barely allow yourself to feel, all of it has been held and counted. Breathe. This moment is not emotional hype, it is recognition, because what you are sensing is the nearness of favor, closing distance. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. And blessed is she who believed that the Lord would fulfill His promises to her. These words do not explain, they affirm what is already unfolding. Remember Daniel, sealed into a den, not because he failed, but because he refused to compromise, surrounded by threat yet untouched, protected through the night, while God worked beyond what any witness could see. In the same way, your restraint, your refusal to force outcomes, your choice to stay aligned rather than loud, has been your protection. Now hear this. What is approaching you will not require pursuit. It will recognize you, and it will arrive without strain, like relief after holding your breath too long. The next stretch of time carries movement, not frantic movement, but decisive change, where what felt locked responds, where what ignored you turns toward you, where peace confirms that heaven is leaning in. Your delay was not denial, it was formation, and the stillness you honored has preserved your clarity so you can receive without distortion. Favor is not asking you to perform, it is responding to posture, and your humility has created space for it to land. When it comes, it will feel like momentum instead of pressure, like clarity instead of confusion, like wind at your back rather than resistance in your face. Your silence has not been passive, it has been powerful, filtering distraction, protecting vision, and conserving strength for doors that matter. Scarcity has spoken loudly in your past, but it is losing its voice, because abundance begins in alignment, not in numbers. God is reshaping how you see provision, worth, and expansion, not to inflate ego, but to prepare stewardship. While you remained faithful in private, your name has been carried into rooms you have not entered yet. Decisions have been influenced without your awareness, and timing has been synchronized without your effort. You do not need to chase visibility, because heaven positions whom it favors. Stay with what comes next, because the next part will activate and confirm what has already started moving toward you, and missing it would mean stepping away just as this shift becomes undeniable. Chosen one, what you are sensing right now is not coincidence and not imagination. It is the tightening of divine timing as God begins to weave a connection that will change the way your story unfolds. He knows how tired you are of trying to do everything alone, how many times you carried vision without support, prayed without witnesses, and kept going while your heart quietly ached from past disappointments and broken trust. God sees the places where hope was bruised by people who left, promises that dissolved, and doors that never opened. And He is not asking you to harden yourself to survive. He is preparing you to receive what could not come before. Pause. This next movement will not arrive through pressure or pursuit, but through peace, the kind that settles in your spirit before your mind understands why. The steps of a good person are ordered by the Lord, and in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls on people, God opens their ears. These words rest on you now as confirmation. Think of young Samuel lying down in the quiet of the night, unaware that history was about to shift, hearing his name called not in thunder but in stillness, and by simply answering, his entire future changed. In the same way, God is preparing to speak to you in moments you once overlooked, through rest, through subtle clarity, through impressions that feel gentle yet unmistakable. Now listen carefully. The connection God is aligning for you will feel different from the ones that drained you, because it will not require you to perform, explain, or prove your worth. It will meet you where you are and unlock what effort could not, and when it arrives, your spirit will recognize it immediately. Your heart does not need to stay guarded in fear, because this is not repetition, it is redemption. As you sleep, God is not idle. He is active, releasing understanding, warnings, direction, and reassurance in ways that bypass your anxiety. The restlessness you feel before sleep is not disturbance, it is anticipation, and the quiet moments before rest are becoming sacred ground. You may wake with clarity you did not have before, with burdens lifted without explanation, with decisions simplified and fear softened. This is how heaven moves when you allow yourself to stop striving. What you place your attention on before rest matters, because peace creates room for revelation. God is not late, and He is not silent. He is precise, and He is already speaking. Expect insight that does not shout, guidance that does not rush, and confirmation that settles rather than excites. Some shifts do not announce themselves twice. Chosen one, you have been running on empty longer than anyone realizes, waking up already tired, carrying expectations that were never yours, trying to hold life together while quietly wondering how long you can keep doing this without breaking. The pressure around money, the fear of choosing wrong and ending up further behind, the sense that every day looks too much like the last, all of it has been weighing on you in ways words never fully captured. You questioned your value not because you lacked faith, but because effort without visible fruit can wear down even the strongest heart. Pause. God is not overlooking this exhaustion, and He is not disappointed in you for feeling it. He is naming it, so you no longer have to carry it alone. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness, and the Lord will watch over your coming and going both now and forevermore. These words land softly but firmly, confirming that your weariness has not disqualified you. Think of Peter, who fished all night with empty nets, doing everything right yet catching nothing, ready to give up when Jesus asked him to try once more, not with more effort but with trust. And suddenly what had resisted him filled beyond capacity. In the same way, your lack has not been a verdict on your future. It has been a pause before redirection. Now, listen. God is acknowledging that you have been faithful beyond what felt fair, responsible beyond what was sustainable, and patient longer than you ever planned to be. And that season is loosening its grip. The heaviness you feel is not a sign to quit. It is a signal that transition is near, because cycles only feel unbearable right before they break. Hope is not being forced on you. It is quietly returning as reassurance settles in, reminding you that your life is not stuck. It is being repositioned. The future that once looked foggy is beginning to clear, not all at once, but enough for you to take the next breath without panic. You are not late, you are not failing, and you are not invisible to heaven. What God is doing does not require you to push harder, only to stay present and open as anticipation replaces dread. Stay here, because what comes next will activate and confirm what your spirit is already beginning to sense, and leaving now would mean missing the moment when this quiet hope turns into undeniable clarity. Chosen one, let the pressure ease right here, because you are not being asked to fix yourself, prove your worth, or carry anything extra to deserve what God is already doing. In this season, alignment begins with permission. Permission to stop striving, to stop rehearsing what you should have done differently, and to allow your body and spirit to slow down without guilt. You are invited to begin with something very small and very real, like choosing one ordinary moment each day to simply pause, maybe while washing your hands, sitting in your car, or lying in bed, and allowing your breath to deepen without trying to change it. Letting that pause be an act of trust rather than productivity. You don't need to fill the silence with words or requests, because rest itself is communication. You are also invited to notice where you have been holding what does not belong to you. Worries about outcomes you cannot control, financial fears you replay late at night, emotional responsibility for other people's reactions, and gently allow yourself to release those by naming them quietly and placing them back into God's care, not dramatically, just honestly. Another gentle practice is allowing your day to end unfinished, resisting the urge to resolve every thought before sleep, and letting rest become a form of surrender instead of collapse. You don't need to earn rest by exhaustion. You are invited to receive it as preparation. You may find it grounding to begin or end your day by acknowledging one thing you are choosing not to carry today, not fixing it, not judging it, simply releasing it. This is alignment through softness, not force. Trust can look like saying no to unnecessary noise, limiting what drains you emotionally, and allowing peace to be enough for now. You are not falling behind by slowing down. You are making space for what cannot enter a crowded soul. God is already doing the work you cannot see, arranging timing, restoring what was worn thin, and carrying what was never meant to rest on you. Your role is not to manage the outcome, but to remain open, rested, and receptive. You do not need to understand every step or control how it unfolds, because what is meant for you will arrive at the right moment, without strain, without pressure, and without you having to force it into existence. Chosen one, as this moment settles, let your heart recognize that nothing you felt while listening was accidental or misplaced. The weariness, the quiet tears, the flicker of hope, the sense of being understood without having to explain yourself, all of it belongs here and carries meaning. You are not late, you are not off course, and you have not been forgotten, even if the path has felt slow or unclear. What you have been walking through fits the season you are in, not because it has been easy, but because it has been shaping you gently and precisely. The questions you carried, the pauses you endured, and the strength you found only after feeling empty were not signs of failure. They were part of being held through a process you did not have to rush. There is nothing you need to fix right now, and nothing you need to chase to be secure. You are allowed to rest in the knowing that what is unfolding has not slipped past you and will not require you to strain to keep up. You are being kept, even here, even now. Stay with the quiet that follows, and allow yourself to remain present as we move softly into the stillness ahead, where prayer will begin without effort and without urgency. Just stay here for a moment, allowing the noise to soften and your breath to settle as you step into this quiet space where nothing needs to be proven and nothing needs to be carried alone. God, we come as we are, tired in places we can't explain, worn from trying to be strong for too long, anxious about provision, direction, and the weight of a future that has felt unclear. We bring the exhaustion that has lived in our bodies, the mental loops that never seem to rest, the fear of being stuck, the questions about our value that surfaced when effort didn't lead to visible change. We place these before you, not as demands, but as release, trusting that you receive what we no longer have the strength to hold. Your word settles over us gently now. Cast your burden on the Lord, and he will sustain you, and the Lord goes before you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. These words rest where strain once lived. God, we acknowledge that even in seasons that felt silent, you were present, guiding without force, working without display, caring for us beyond what we could see. Like Elijah resting under the broom tree, depleted and ready to give up, we remember that you met him not with correction, but with rest, nourishment, and quiet reassurance, and we receive that same tenderness now. In this moment, we release the need to understand every step, to control outcomes, to carry responsibility that belongs to you. We welcome your peace, not as something we earn, but as something you give freely. Let your presence calm anxious thoughts, steady racing hearts, and gently lift the fear that tomorrow demands answers today. We affirm that you are working even when progress feels invisible, that nothing surrendered to you is ever wasted, and that timing held in your hands does not fail. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you, and we allow that blessing to cover us now. God, we receive your guidance as sufficient, your provision as faithful, and your care as constant. Let rest settle deeply, not as escape, but as trust. We lean into the truth that we do not need to figure everything out right now, because you are already ahead of us, preparing what we cannot yet see. We place our fears, our hopes, our unanswered questions into your keeping, and we choose to rest in the assurance that you are near, attentive, and kind. As this prayer comes to a close, we remain in quiet trust, held, covered, and unafraid to stop striving. Thank you for sharing this sacred moment and for allowing yourself to rest here. May you carry this peace with you as the video gently comes to an end. Chosen one, if there are words resting quietly inside you right now, hopes, fears, questions, or pain you have carried alone, you are invited to place them in the comments as gently as you wish, knowing this is not just writing but an act of release, a way of laying them before God who sees, hears, and understands the weight behind every word. As you share, trust that nothing offered here is overlooked and that God meets you in his perfect timing with care and guidance. If this moment has brought you peace, you're welcome to share this video with someone who may need the same reassurance, and subscribe to remain connected as these sacred moments continue. You are not alone, and this moment is being held in the presence and grace of God. What found you today will not leave you unchanged.